Voice of Indiana County, it's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. We're talking this morning with Michael Lin, who is going to tell us all about hiring the right worker and this new phenomenon we've been talking about here this morning. It's kind of unbelievable. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, voted best personal injury law firm in the Best of Indiana County contest. Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. He's in Los Angeles, where right now it's going on 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning, and he still hasn't looked outside to see what the weather's like. It's always the same, though, isn't it, Michael? There.
Yeah. If you live in Pennsylvania, yes, it's always the same here in Los Angeles.
Hey, let's talk about this new thing, helicopter parenting. We've heard of it in terms of getting your kid to school and other aspects of our lives, but it's kind of hard to believe that it's actually happening in the workplace as well. Moms and dads, particularly moms, who are showing up with their kids to job interviews. They're filling out the job applications. They're even going to work and trying to give advice to managers, and that just doesn't seem like a very good formula for employment, does it?
No, it does not. If the mother showed up to take her adult child's side in an office discussion, if the mother showed up with a resume to apply for a position, you either hired the wrong person or no. This is not someone you should have hired.
Yeah, I would think that if the kid says to the boss, "My mom doesn't think that's a good idea," that it wasn't a really good idea to hire that guy in the first place, was it?
Correct. Now, the good news is not all young people are like that.
Yeah. Well, that is wonderful news, actually. We want to talk about that, the type of young person who's now entering the workforce and what their expectations are and what the expectations are of them. If you are a hiring manager, if you're head of the HR department, whatever it is, however the structure is set up within your company, and you're looking for young folks to come into your business and to help grow your business, what's the type of kid you're looking for?
Okay. You're looking for somebody who appreciates the opportunity. You're looking for somebody who understands, who believes that I want things in life, and whatever it is that I want, it's going to take me some effort to get it, to obtain it. And it's where I feel pride. Is that when I overcome a challenge, when I develop myself, when I expand myself, when I practice fear busting, when I overcome one of my previous fears, that's where I feel proud about myself. And I am so happy that this company is giving me an opportunity to work, to learn, to earn, and then to learn, to develop myself. That's the sort of individual you want to hire. And there are plenty of them. There are plenty like them out there. Sure, there are those who demand, the world should revolve around me. It's society's job to provide for me, and I don't want to do anything to contribute to society. There are plenty of them like that out there, but it's very easy to identify them, and then you shouldn't be hiring them. And what I teach in my seminars, coaching, delegation, but also hiring right. The first place is, where do you go advertise? And how do you advertise? Where do you find them? And how do you attract the right people to come to your place to apply? That's the key here. You attract the wrong applicants, everything is a waste of time downhill. You got to attract the right applicants.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that we emphasize here in our area with our Chamber of Commerce, leading a program about soft skills in the schools, teaching kids the basic soft skills that we probably in our generation took for granted as the things that you need to do. You have to be on time. You have to be able to perform the task, of course, but you have to be able to relate to people and things that aren't necessarily technical skills for the job that you're in, but those skills that we anticipate that everybody should grow up with. Mom and dad should be teaching them that, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, mom and dad and also their school teachers did not teach them that and taught them the opposite, which is playing soccer without keeping any score in the name of self-esteem. Actually, it backfired. Instead of playing soccer and keeping score, so they develop their own self-esteem, true self-esteem, all it did was to protect their fragile little big ego. So their ego is huge. Now they're 21 years old. They're in the workplace, and then they have a complete unrealistic view about life and society. They think everybody else should cater to their whatever demands and needs. And whenever society satisfies them with one of their demands, they just come up with another one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And this is never ending. So if you hire these sort of people, you provide them with a salary, you're not helping them. You are enabling them. You're harming them. So stop harming them.
Offset against that, Michael, is the idea that businesses are really having to be competing against one another, and even businesses in differing fields competing against one another for the same people. Though we want the best employees we can find, it's just hard to find people as a rule these days. Why is that? Why has that situation not eased over the last couple of years?
Well, I think a lot of this is a lot of the hiring managers that bought into the wrong idea that all young people out there are like that, and I give up. Oh. That is a misperception. It's not true. I run into plenty of young people who are nothing like that. I run into them in my leadership seminar rooms. They get hired and they get promoted because they are good, because they are responsible, because they want to learn, they're improving. And then their managers are so happy with them, they send them into my leadership training classes. And I talk to them, I listen to the questions they ask, and I help them. And I realize, I tell them, I said, as far as being a millennial is concerned, you don't qualify. You're fired as a millennial. And then they giggle, they laugh. Because it's true, there are plenty young people, and their mindset is not a millennial. So the way I put it is, a millennial is not an age group; it's a mindset. Not everybody within that age group has that mindset, and there are people with a millennial mindset. They are not even in the millennial age group. I met people older than millennials with a millennial mindset. Everybody else should provide for me. Why do I have to? And they're just sitting there waiting for other people to take care of them. If you hire one of these individuals on your team, you're harming the rest of the team. They're not going to be happy with you. And they're going to have to do extra work. And what you're doing is unfair. You're creating injustice. And if you keep on making these kind of hiring mistakes, you yourself might be on the way out the door.
Michael Lin. Michael Lin is our guest this morning. He is a workplace culture coach, and he teaches people how to make a great workplace environment and how to get the right people into your company. Michael, where do we learn more about you and what you do?
Come connect with me at CoachMichaelLin.com, L-I-N, Lin, CoachMichaelLin.com. I'll teach you how to draft a employment vacancy advertisement so you attract the right applicants. And I'll teach you how to interview people, how to delegate tasks, and how to coach people who want to learn.
Very good. Very good. Hey, thanks for the visit this morning. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day in L.A. today.
Bye.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com.